And we are live. So, I wasn't really planning on streaming this today, and y'all can probably tell that. But I ended up finishing my classwork for today a lot earlier than I thought I would, and I got home and it was like about 40 minutes before the direct, so I figured, you know what, why the hell not? Of course, I don't know how many people are actually going to be watching this live, because I'm sure some people are busy, but, you know, it is what it is. Fortunately, I can't really full screen this at the moment for some reason. I'm assuming I can do so once the premiere starts. Oh, yeah. So, how's everybody's day been? Who are they, doing? Avowed, some game I've never heard of before, Hellblade 2, and Indiana Jones. Okay. Hey, New Vegas. Your day was good? Good, I'm glad to hear that. So far my day's been good. Was able to finish some stuff I needed to do earlier than I thought I would, which is kind of important. Yeah. Oh, and it's also my birthday today. I am now 22. Now, one sec, I'm gonna... Someone's pinging me on Discord. Oh, it's just a bot. So, hopefully this direct is good. I'm kind of keeping my expectations tempered on this one. But hopefully we'll see something good out of Avowed, because from what I've seen from the previous showcases, it actually looks like it'll be a pretty good game, but I just want to see more gameplay of that. And hopefully the Indiana Jones game turns out good as well, because it's being made by Machine Games. So they did the Wolfenstein games, the new ones, so... Of course, I don't really know what to expect from that. Again, I can't even remember the last time I watched the Indiana Jones movies. It's been a long fucking time. Always keep your expectations tempered. Good idea, too. Hey, CWP, how you doing? If I'm being honest, I'm kind of more excited for the Nintendo Direct when that happens than I am for this. But then again, my expectations were actually subverted last time, and we actually got Hi-Fi Rush, which I told myself I'd actually go back and actually try and finish that, but I have not yet done that because RE4 Remake's kind of been taking up my gaming time. Really fucking good, by the way. Hey, William Sneakman. You've never watched Indiana Jones? It's been a long-ass time since I've watched Indiana Jones. I don't even remember what the plot is, other than they're looking for the Ark. What's up, Rodon? I'm curious to see if they'll talk more about Clockwork Revolution. I don't think they will, because they list the games they're going to talk about in the description. It's going to be Avowed, Aura History Untold. I have no idea what that is. It's gonna Hellblade 2 and the Indiana Jones game. There might be a surprise announcement, but I'm not holding my breath for it. Alright, 2 minutes and this thing will start. But yeah, I'm tin can microphone. Is my mic quality not that good? Hang on. Might be something with OBS. Hang on. Alright, how about now? Is that better? Sounds good? Alright, thank you. Yeah, I've been thinking about upgrading my mic for a while, but I just never really got around to it. Hopefully I can get one that, like, blocks out, like, just weird random background noises. Like, I'm sure y'all have heard them in some of my videos. Like, I try to minimize that, but sometimes things just slip through. But alright. Should be premiering in a second, or a minute now. But how have y'all been? Hopefully the stream goes smoother than the last ones, and it helps that I actually have a second monitor now, so I don't have to awkwardly have it open on my phone just to read the chat. Should start any second now. Alright, I put a poll up. Alright, oh, here we go, here we go. Damn it! Where's the full screen option? There it is. Oh shit, that's kind of loud. Oh, what the hell? Alright, does the audio still sound good? Oh, great. I think I'm lagging a bit. None of the above. Understandable. The only one I'm kind of interested in is Avowed. Indiana Jones, I'd have to see gameplay of that. I want to see a new Doom game as a surprise. That would be really cool. I mean, didn't that Doom Year Zero get leaked a while ago? When the Xbox's release schedule got leaked? Of course, I'm not really holding out much hope for that happening here, but that would be cool. I mean, it's been... Oh, come on! What the hell? Oh my fucking god. Why is the stream chugging? Oh my god, what the fuck?
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. I'm so proud to share with you our upcoming fantasy action RPG, Avowed. Avowed is an adventure into the heart of the
I know what
Living
games
Lands.
interest me, one of which comes out on the 26th, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Can't wait for
where
it.
you must put a stop
Oh,
to a
that's nice.
mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret at the heart of the Living Lands.
Why is there Hold on, why are there
Obsidian,
Arabic
we
subtitles?
love creating worlds with deep themes, dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful reactivity. And Avowed is no different.
Please tell me Avowed actually is different from Outer Worlds. I did not have that much fun with
give
it.
Players a world and experience like no other. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's strange. It's one of the most
Actually, maybe that's not
incredible
entirely
settings in
true.
the
I
world of
kind of
Aurora.
enjoyed it, but
There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has
RPGs
a
aren't really my
personal
thing.
connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world. And when it comes to encounters, our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment fun that comes with action-oriented
what the hell?
gameplay and the depth and breadth of choice that you get with an RPG. Here to talk more about Avowed's combat is Gabriel Paramo, gameplay director.
Here at Obsidian, our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap from spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to give you the freedom to mix and match your loadout to fit the way you want to play from moment to moment, uninterrupted. For all battles, you can combine a variety of weapons, attacks, and abilities for tactical advantages against a wide range of enemy types. It's not just hacking and slashing. You're making real-time
That's kind of what it
decisions
looks
about
like to
when use
me.
your abilities, powerful melee attacks, blocks, parries, and special attacks.
I mean, it looks like y'all got all the ingredients, but it doesn't look like y'all are like doing anything creative with it.
And snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range. Using the Tanglefoot ability, you can stop enemies in their tracks, giving you the opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled manner. It's important
Hey,
to pay
Nier.
attention to the types of enemies you're dealing with. Some units are extremely defensive,
Corrupted Smile, he's working on my sprites. I've got two of
others you
them
must
so
make sure you
far.
prioritize or
But I don't
secure
really... I
capabilities
just got the
that
neutral
you
expression
can
and a
spot.
confused one. There's
To
not
help
really
with the
much I can
different
actually
encounters
do
you'll
with
face, we provide customizable
At least not
loadouts
yet.
that can be quickly switched during combat.
Oblivion,
That
but
means you can play
beater.
however you want.
I mean, I've never
Flip a
played
sword and
Oblivion,
shield and
but...
charge into battle. Dual-wield pistols and control the encounter mid-range. Or even dual-wield wands to feel like a gunslinging mage. You could use your enchanted wand to freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to
This looks like
shatter them.
Skyrim, but if it had a new coat of paint.
We've
Yeah,
worked
pretty
hard to
much.
keep you constantly engaged as battles unfold,
Like,
creating a balance between pressure and manageability during combat.
I mean, it
Players will
might
have ample
be
choices for
decent,
how to build
but I
and
didn't really see
progress
them do anything
their
particularly
own in the
creative
world
with
of the
it.
Living Lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse regions. Some quests in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with profound consequences.
I mean, the visuals
This
look
side
nice.
quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore on your journey through the Living Lands. As you're exploring, you come across the bodies of these fallen soldiers, and as you explore the remains of the battle, it's up to you to determine who, if anyone, is at fault.
Just the four of us. Manu, Kiri, Naoki, and me. Training under Captain Ruki. Trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
In other words, you're a gang of vigilantes. Not that I'm one to judge.
Here. Take my badge. Take everyone's. My families deserve to know.
I mean, at least I could say the game actually looks
Making the right choice
visually
isn't
really
always
good,
what it
unlike
seems.
fucking
We embrace
Starfield.
moral nuance and gray areas, trusting players to make
This game's
tough
not my
decisions
style,
in
pass.
complicated situations.
I might check it out on
My
Game
squad
Pass,
and
but I can't really
rested
say
in the
that
cave by
I'm
the water last night,
particularly
and as
looking
we were
forward
sleeping, we
to
were
it from
ambushed
what
by
I'm
those
seeing so
invisible
far.
Zords. I was so surprised, and
Like,
so dark.
I'm
I just got
not
separated
an
from everyone
RPG
else.
guy.
look, I can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it out. Of course he did.
Oh, $5 from Brother New 2.0. Here's your
Sergeant
B-Day
Rasul
gift.
never has
Thank
a
you.
thought he won't say out loud.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.
That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby?
What I missed so
it
far?
all
Not
over
too
the
much.
man loud.
There's showing off a bit of Avowed.
Found Sergeant
They
Rasul.
show off a bit of the combat.
Why is he
It
not
looks
here with you?
pretty
happened?
basic.
At the end of the quest, you have a choice.
Or
When you
it's
confront
like
Private Naoki,
a bunch
you
of
believe the
options,
story
but little
he's told you,
depth.
you
That's
can
what it
hand
looks
over
like
the
to me.
badges and let him go back home.
You're right. Real battle isn't something you can
I
prepare
wish
for,
we
is
get
it?
Wolfenstein 3
It's not
announced to
my
kill Dolph.
No.
Honestly, a new Wolfenstein
They
would
should've
probably
never
interest
kept
me
him.
more than any of the other games
take the
announced
badges.
so far. Ah, damn it! What the fuck? I really don't know if this is an issue on my end or on fucking, or is it for?
World we build. Art director Matt Hansen and the
God.
team have worked
Hold
to
up.
create a
What
unique,
did I miss?
colorful, and dynamic visual style.
We found inspiration in a wide swath of real-world cultures, helping us create a unique RPG experience.
There we go.
By contrasting the vibrant with the
I
dark
like RPGs in
or
Skyrim,
verdant
so I'll probably
spaces with
check out
sickly
Avowed.
ones,
Yeah,
we can
this
better deliver complex
this kind of looks
emotional
like their take on
experiences
Elder
for our
Scrolls.
players. The Living
Happy
Lands is a
Birthmas,
continent
thank you.
of untamed valleys with widely varied biomes.
I'm honestly not a
from
big fan of
luxuriant
survival
forests
horror
to
games and
volcanic
RPGs.
wastes.
I've actually found
Each
myself
of those
enjoying some
regions itself
survival
is a
horror games quite a
confluence of
bit, because I
storied
recently played
landscapes.
through RE4 Remake,
All
and
of the
then previously it was
regions
the
have
Dead
a lot of
Space
special
Remake, but
things
RPGs
associated
aren't really
with
my
them.
thing.
But I have a deep place in my heart for Shatterscarp. As you're wandering the wastes of Shatterscarp, you might notice off in the distance a vibrant jewel of color. By transitioning from destitute, muted tones of a wasteland of sand
Oh
and
no.
marching in towards a beautiful oasis, there's the opportunity there for life.
Watch this
for
game look like
adventure,
shit when it
and
comes
even a little
out.
danger.
That's kind of what happened with
We hope you've
Starfield. Like,
enjoyed
it looked
this
really
look
good in the
We're
initial, in the
thrilled to
like
share more about the game
showcase,
in
but then when it
coming
came
months,
out, the
and we
visuals were
can't wait for you
somewhat
to explore the
unimpressive.
Living Lands when Avowed launches this fall.
Although this definitely does look better than Starfield. Well, Thunderboy, how do you treat yourself on your birthday? Well, I'm gonna get some. Well, I'm actually gonna go get some margaritas with my brother. Although the rest of my family, we're not really celebrating my birthday until Sunday, because it's a weekday, everybody's fucking busy, which I don't blame them. Honestly, Sunday kind of works better for me as well, overall. Because, like, I gotta go to bed early on Thursdays because of work. Thunder, chill with your inflections before I call you Mickey Mouse. Hang on. I need to remind myself to change my fucking server profile to Mickey Mouse on the fucking cheese trenches. Starfield made me urine chemotherapy. Okay, the thing is, when I first played Starfield, when I finished it, I thought it was like a 6 or 7 out of 10, but after thinking on it, it's more like a 4 or 5 for me.
Unforgettable journey into Senua's unique world and her battle for survival, where we have once again combined high fidelity and immersive presentation with a shorter, narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that we really care about, and that we hope
I
you
care about
care
gameplay.
too.
Show me the fucking gameplay. Dude, Yelvin like showing cinematics for Hellblade 2 for like what, 4 years at this point?
Senua is back with a new quest.
Show us
She
some
wants to stop
fucking
the Vikings who
gameplay.
raided her village right at their source, in Iceland. But not just her quest has changed. Senua herself has
Ew,
grown since
that's
her childhood.
protagonist.
She's made peace with her past
That's right.
and is no longer in such fear
We
of
need her to get
visions
back
and
in the
voices.
kitchen.
While the Furies are still her constant companions,
I'm watching this with my
she
bro. I'll leave
encounters
this
new
open so I
people
can
along
chat.
the way.
Well, that's
Some of which
nice.
will value her unique perspective, and
It's
others
always
will
good to
reject it.
spend time with
Little by
family.
little, this settlement
Speaking of Mickey Mouse, we all own him.
became my tribe.
It did not take fucking long for everybody to go crazy with him once he entered the public domain.
In the game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the Vikings who have been.
This looks like a
enslaving
Sony story
In
walking
this story, we're
simulator.
trying to
I
be as
already don't
faithful
like
to
it.
history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building more surreal elements on top. Senua will face up to giants who have plunged the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga.
Ninja
violent
Theory is
threat
the
that
studio
swept
that
through
made the
settlements
DMC
that she'll
reboot
discover.
game. I've never played it, so I can't really speak on how good it was, but
Senua
apparently it
will
wasn't
make new
too
enemies
well received.
and also new allies who will come to see
It's
her
a horror
unique
game and movie.
perspective as a
Okay.
beacon of hope. And she'll discover along with us how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
Then again, that's kind of what the premise was for the medium, and I didn't like that at all, so... I love how these game
Senua
devs
is a
say that
Celtic
it's the
warrior
best thing
who
in blank.
experiences psychosis, seeing things that other people don't, hearing voices, and having
I
unique
mean,
beliefs about the world
it's-
around her. To bring Senua's perspective,
People
of the
like
world
to
life
pick
in a truthful way,
on
yet
Todd
once again
Howard
work
for
closely
like
with Professor
over
Paul
marketing
Fletcher
his
at the
games,
University of
but
Cambridge,
let's be honest, pretty
as
much
well as
every
people
AAA
with lived
developer does
experience
that.
of psychosis.
What does that mean?
Besides maybe Nintendo.
It's terrifying.
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful and hostile environments, seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
Cool, show us. This looks like a cutscene. Show us some fucking gameplay.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time planning the motion capture shoots, thinking of what
I don't
events
care
would be
about
good
motion
to
cap, I care about
bring into this
gameplay.
fight.
Show us the
Like, how
fucking
can we make this
gameplay.
fight feel different from the previous fight.
Nobody does as much
We
as
have all new
Kojima putting
combat
his
for the
name
sequel.
everywhere. Yeah, actually, I guess that is true.
One of our key goals was the ability to actually tell
Although,
a
wasn't
story
Death
throughout it.
Stranding like a complete fucking flop?
It does feel very
Because of like how
different from the
fucking
first
bad it
one,
was.
but it's very brutal and you're very invested in it. Senua isn't a superhero. She's fighting for survival, and we want the player to feel her struggle in every step of her journey. We want the player to always feel like they just scraped through.
The funny
just
thing is the
survived.
gameplay is probably gonna suck.
Mel knows Senua better than anyone, better than I do.
Uh,
Her instincts are
Dang, for a second I thought they were about to
amazing,
show
and
some
she
combat
really
gameplay, but then
doesn't
they
need
just
much
fucking
help
cut
from me.
away.
On stage, our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful
Our main
expressions on their
focus is
faces.
storage. Oh,
And then I
that's
have to wait a little while, and then I get to
that's
see
not
that
a good
all
sign.
again,
This is gonna be a
in-game,
fucking
in costume,
walking
on
simulator,
location,
isn't it?
everything. It's a great experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the
Yawn.
studio is unified in achieving a deep level of immersion to help suspend your disbelief and pull you into Senua's story. We were lucky enough to do a few reference gathering trips in Iceland. You have to be there. The sense of scale, everything is incredible.
Can't wait to press X 2
And
times
you
and
see a
win.
scene, or you see a small section of the game, and you're like, "Yeah, that works. That's
Yeah,
amazing."
this literally looks like it's gonna be that. This looks like God of War, but if it was
Senua
horror and the main
experiences
protagonist
reality
was a
differently.
woman.
And
Honestly,
part of this
I think even God of
manifests
War
in
looks more
voices
fun
he
than this. At least God of War actually seems like it has a decent enough combat system.
which provides a good representation of this type of auditory hallucinations. As
Like,
we focus on immersion,
This
binaural
looks
audio
more like
is
Jedi
helpful for
Fallen
this because
Order, but
through
even more
headphones,
watered down.
You surround yourself in a three-dimensional space. In the first game, we only applied to the voices.
Silent Hill is the
that Senua
definition
listens
of
in her
walking
head.
simulator to
In
me.
this
I
game,
haven't played
through
Silent
spatial
Hill,
audio
so
technology and, some
can't really
extra
say
little
much
toys
about
within the
that.
game. There is music that is binaural.
This
Every
is like
single
the
sound
Fable
has
trailer,
the
but
potential to be
extended.
binaural, so everything
Yeah,
is
it's like the Fable trailer,
specialized around you, and
except
it's
we
a
see
very
more
beautiful
of the fucking
experience.
developers talking than we see of the game itself.
Music is a strange language in the sense that it speaks to our emotions.
Goi Slop
fast
Walking
and
Sim.
deep.
Yeah, that's a perfect
It's
way
not
to
only
describe it,
quality,
BG.
It's about personality. So when you listen to Hellblade, you know it's Hellblade.
Where's Fable? It's
The
not going to
music
be
we
in
are
this
working
direct,
with Highland,
unfortunately.
Which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them.
Not interested in this one either, but that's not a bad thing
We
for me
feel
anyway.
their
Can't
craft,
speak for anyone
their
else.
depth
I mean,
and
if you
meaning
like the
music, it
game,
really
then that's
connects
your
with the
thing. You
game
can like
and
whatever you
relate
like.
it
I
to
just
something really special.
I do
We
not
are also
like the
working
fucking
with a team
Sony
of the
walking
singer, throat
simulators.
singers, and our very own purists.
Like I
They
played an
sing
Uncharted
so
game
beautifully,
about like a
and
decade
we have
ago,
a
and
binaural touch of music.
it
So
was
this
not
all
my
creates
thing.
a very immersive and a very special and unique experience.
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech. And that's our aim in Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, is to not only see where
I've
Senua
played games for
goes
so
next,
long, when
but to
developers
deliver
say their
something
focus is
really
story, I
meaningful
normally
for our
run.
players.
It doesn't make me immediately run, but it does activate my fight or flight response.
And even if they can't really relate to what she's going through, maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then understand that person
The only thing that
better.
saves this Xbox Direct is
Well,
anything
I
Halo
don't wanna
related.
sound
It's
cheesy,
boring.
but in a way I'm
I
Senua,
don't think
right?
anything Halo
She
related is going to
exists
show
and
up,
doesn't
unfortunately. In
exist
fact, I'm
through
pretty sure
all
they
of
said
her
that
work,
it
through every
specifically it
ninja.
wouldn't.
So we all are Senua, and
Hey,
we are
Robreach.
creating this
Oh,
character
thank
that
you.
grows and grows and grows and grows and keep growing and keep changing. So that makes it real.
I'm so proud of the love.
If you're gonna
care,
do your
and passion
story,
that
go
our
out
team
like
here
Metal
at
Gear
Ninja
Solid.
Theory are putting into
Yeah,
Senua's
that
Saga
or do something like
Hellblade 2.
Bioshock,
Our hope is to not only create a game
where like
that
you
is great to
use
play,
the
but to
medium
craft
of
an
video games
experience
to
that
your
leaves you
advantage.
thinking and feeling.
And that's the thing, like a
From
lot
our
of these
combat
walking
gameplay
sims
through to
don't
our
do
action
that.
set pieces, from our cinematic
They
scenes
write
to
the
our
story
puzzle
like it's a
solving,
movie rather than
everything
it's a
is
video
crafted in
game, and that's why I think they
service of
suffer.
Senua's a journey that you can embark on May 21st.
Oh, cool, we got a release date now. But that's probably not going to make me care. Thank God we can move on to the next game. Most could just be movies. I agree. Like, honestly, The Last of Us TV show would probably be better than the game because, like, it just gets rid of the fluff. Most of the time, they forget the gameplay. Yeah. Hold up. Hold up. Unknown guest? Square Enix. Okay. You have my attention.
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer for the Mana series here at Square Enix. 聖剣伝説 Visions of Mana の情報を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにいち早くお伝えできる
Visions of
機会をいただ
Mana
けて大変光栄です。コンソールゲームとしては約17年ぶりとなる聖剣伝説シリーズの
Oh,
完全新
okay.
作。聖剣伝説シリーズは1991年にファイナルファンタジー外伝として誕生して以降、マナと聖剣をめぐって描かれる愛をテーマに、個性豊かな
This doesn't really look like my thing, but I've heard good things about the Mana series, so...
武器の特性を生かして戦うアクション RPG としてこれまでに17作発売され長らく愛されてきました。本作は30年以上の歴史あるシリーズの最新作となるため、これまで培われてきた聖剣伝説としての世界をしっかり感じられるものを目指して鋭意制作中です。フィールドでは自然や精霊とのつながりを感じられる色彩豊かな聖剣伝説の世界を体験してもらえると思います。
Yeah, I've never played a Mana game before. I don't really know...
シリーズおなじみのモンスターたちも本作に登場しています。
17 games?
今回これらの
I've
おなじみのモンスタ
never...
ーたちを作
I
り
didn't
出
know
した
that there were that many
聖剣
games of the
伝説の生
series.
みの親である石井浩一さんと共に聖剣伝説 Visions of Mana の内容を
Not for
紹
me,
介し
but
てい
it
きたい
looks
と思い
good.
ます。
Say no more. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm getting from this. Doesn't really look like my sort of thing, but seems decent enough for those that like this sort of thing. Hey, Aaron Gamers, thank you.
シリーズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは
Still hoping for a new Doom game. I don't think it's going to get revealed here. I'm sorry to break it to you, but I doubt it's going to
本
happen.
作では初めはドット絵からスタートしたモンスターたちをどのような形で最新化して聖剣伝説
They showed gameplay unlike the others so far.
デザインの方向性
Well,
から
Avowed actually did show gameplay. It was just mid as
監視する
fuck.
立場でプロジェクトに参加しました
This one, they actually seem to be focusing more on the gameplay, which, you know, for whatever reason, that seems to be a rarity in these showcases.
モンスターたちは立体的に生き生きと動いてこれまで自分が携わった作品では
So even if I'm not personally interested, I do have, I can at least respect it.
こだわって作ってきました最新作では聖剣伝説のモンスターたちのただ可愛いだけではなく恐ろしさの部分もしっかりと表現できているのでバトル中はモンスターたちの表情にも注目してください
It's Japanese, so it's probably going to focus on gameplay.
空を旅する海を渡る手助けをしてくれる頼もしい仲間たちがいましたが今作には広大な
Yeah, the art does look really good.
新たな仲間が登場します陸上を猛スピードで駆け回ってくれるピッ
Doesn't really look like it's pushing the Series X, but then again, I don't really think that's a huge deal because the art style is very appealing.
新たな仲間を考えるにあたっては今作のマスコットキャラクターになるくらい可愛い動物にしたいという漠然とした思いがありました
Is this going to be a multiplat
そ
release?
の上で
Because I wouldn't be surprised if it was, seeing as this is
見た目
Square
はアルマ
Enix
ジ
we're
ロによく
talking
似た
about.
仙山港や古代エジプト神のアヌビスの子供といった具体的なイメージが浮かんできてそれぞれの特徴を取り入れながらラフデザインを書き起こしましたデザイナーにもアイデアを出してもらいながら足の長さや丸まった時のイメージなどゲームの中での見え方も考えながら
Wow, the new Genshin 2.0 is on fire.
もう一つの挑戦は楽曲面です過去様々なコンポーザー
It
が
would be
携わ
cool
ら
if
れ
they
た楽曲の
surprised
雰囲
us
気
with
が感じ
Stray
られ
2,
つつ
but
も
that's just my wish.
最新作として
I'm gonna be honest, I
素晴らしい
completely forgot
新たな
about
楽曲が生まれ
Stray.
ました
I honestly forgot that game
しっか
existed.
り聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思います過去シリーズの楽曲を手掛けたクリエイターたちが全100曲という大ボリュームの制作に挑んでくれました新たな試みと
This
し
is
て
cool and all, but when's the next Nier game? I have no
シームレスに
idea.
体験できるよう今作ではインタラクティブミュージックを導入しており
Wait, hang on. Is Nier made by Square Enix? I always thought that was made by Platinum
アレンジ
Games.
が切り替わる様を実際に聞いてみましょう
Oh, okay. So it was it's developed by Platinum, but Square Enix publishes it. Okay.
のアクション部分が強化されています
Is Stray some walking sim? From what I've heard, it is, but I haven't played it.
武器での攻撃
Hey, Recheck. Thank you.
魔法での攻撃も可能になっていますそして本作ならではの特徴として
Nier, some Square Enix, Nier Automata specifically was developed by Platinum. Okay.
その力を宿した武器を使うとバトルを手助けしてくれるようになります精霊によっては様々な特性の違いがありますのでその効果とともに聖剣伝説の世界らしい不思議な力で爽快なバトルを楽しんでいただけます
オリジナルモンスターやピックリにも注目してほしいのですが聖
I
剣
hope
伝
it's
説
good,
の
but considering the
マナ
new
ー
movie,
聖剣伝
I
説らしさ
doubt
を感じてもらえる作品
Oh, you're talking about the
小山
Indiana
田君を
Jones
中
game.
心にチームのみんなが頑張って
I
作
had
っ
an
て
idea
く
for
れ
a
ています
puzzle
ので
platformer where you
ぜひ
play as a
発
pig
売日を
trying to
楽し
find
み
your
に待っ
way
ていてください
home. A
私自
pug.
身もプレイするのを楽しみにしています
聖
So,
剣伝説シリーズとして初めて Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにお届けする本作聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは
I might check this one. I actually might check this one out if it comes to Game Pass, because actually, looking at it more and more, it actually seems like it might be fun.
Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでいただける日が今から待ちきれません
Oh, it's not multiplat. Well, obviously it's on PC and Xbox, but like, I'm surprised it's not on PlayStation or Switch, because I mean, well, maybe the Switch can't run it, but like, given Square Enix's history, I'm surprised it's not multiplat.
Hello, and welcome to Oxide Games. We founded the studio in 2013 with our decades of personal experience building some of the most beloved strategy games of all time, like Civilization V. We came together to
Oh, these guys
something
built
new
Civ
and
5.
innovative in a genre we all love.
Okay.
Ara History Untold is the game we've dreamt of making.
Ara is an homage to historical gamers, strategy gamers, 4X gamers. It features all the depth and gameplay fans of this genre love, where you'll explore the world, expand your nation, govern your people, and engage with your rivals on the international stage. But it isn't just more of the same. With Ara, we wanted to challenge some of the preconceived notions about the genre, push it forward in a modern, empowering, and truly compelling and approachable way.
For example, we have over 100 instruments on display in the office, which are all things that we purchased
Nobody cares
in order
about
to
your-
add to the soundtrack and expand the game and make it really good.
Haha, funny.
Hi,
Show some
Dan.
gameplay.
That's Dan. We started in his basement. It's been an amazing process to see from concept to completion. We started small, building a robust game engine, questioning our design assumptions, and prototyping out features, rediscovering what made us fall in love with strategy games in the first place.
The end result is Ara, the historical grand strategy game that presents a living world where you can rule how you want to rule and chart your own path to becoming the most prestigious nation on the planet.
For Ara, we knew we needed
So
deep
basically it's
systems with
Civilization
outcomes that
again?
encourage exploration and give players the power to experiment and make meaningful strategic choices while still having agency over their playstyle.
We also wanted to explore more in different parts of history and give players
Show
from
more
around the
gameplay.
world the chance to see the game reflect their unique perspective and not just ours.
And finally, we knew that for players to feel the impact of their decisions, they would need to see their choices reflected in the game world itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see when you dive into Ara is what we call the living world. It's a procedurally generated alternate Earth, bursting with life, an intuitive, authentic, and immersive space.
Oh, kinda like
a blank
Line War,
canvas
okay.
for players to paint the society of their dreams.
The living world isn't just a map. It reflects the choices players make over the course of the game.
Show us.
From the settling of the wilderness to cultural influence on architecture over time to the thousands of citizens
Personally,
living
I'm
their
not a
lives
fan
and
of these
reacting
games.
to the
Transformers
changes.
Battleground, burn that
We want
bridge like
players
nobody's
to feel like they're
business.
truly
Well, to be
occupying
fair,
the
I don't really
world,
think
leading their
that
people
this
as
kind
they
of game really
thrive and
suits
grow.
Transformers,
Division
but
Ara
for a
is
more
our
historical
philosophy,
setting, I think it
rule
works
how
well.
You want to rule, and no feature better exemplifies this than the Prestige system.
I'm too
To win a game
stupid
of
for
Ara,
city builder
players
type
will
games.
compete
This looks
with their
more like
rivals to build the most influential, impressive,
this looks
and
more like
important nation the
Civilization
world
than it
has ever known.
does something like
This is
that.
measured by prestige, the player's score that proves their worth as a leader.
The Prestige system gives players the
You mean
chance to decide
RTS?
what
Is
kind
this
of
an
leader
RTS?
they want to be. Do they want to
This
pursue
looks more like
great
it's
works of arts
turn-based
and
like
culture?
Civilization.
Military might. Scientific advancement. The choice is theirs. In Ara, there are no set victory conditions. Players get to decide what is most important to them and focus and prioritize on those
Hold
goals
up.
while still
No
being
victory
able to win the game.
conditions?
Personally, when I play Ara, I like to build triumphs. Triumphs are our
Wait,
collection
is this-
of incredible
is this single
monuments
player
and
only?
architectural achievements from throughout human history. Like the Great Pyramid of Giza. They're hard to build, but worth it, giving huge prestige
Hold up,
bonuses and
I thought this was like
game-changing
a-
abilities to the nation that constructs them.
It is more like
Another
city
aspect of Ara that I'm
skylines, except
personally
on a larger
excited
scale.
about is our crafting system.
The crafting system offers a unique challenge to the player that they generally won't see often in the 4X genre. Succeeding at balancing, gathering the right things, turning them into the tools that you need, and then finally getting to the outcome or reward of something like an important improvement or triumph just changes the
No victory
challenge that
condition,
exists
show the
in
victory
Ara
screen
compared
link.
to other 4X games.
If there's no victory
At a
condition,
national scale, with players honing,
does the game just
combining
go on
natural
forever until all the
resources
other
and
players
harvests into
disconnect?
all manner of goods and components. Those are the foundation for everything, from international trade to improving their cities.
Or
and
is this single
citizens'
player only,
lives,
kind of like
and even
XCOM was?
manufacturing the weapons necessary.
Actually,
to
wait, no,
battle
XCOM did have a
opponents.
head-to-head
The
mode. I played it
crafting
with my
system in
brother. It's
Ara
been a while, though.
encourages thoughtful, advanced planning. It rewards players who can see the strategic outcome of all their collective decisions, and not just the individual ones.
I'm proud of the work that's gone into our simultaneous turn system. Many strategy games have players alternate taking turns and reacting to their opponent's moves. In Ara, all players' actions are resolved at the same time. This rewards players' ability to navigate uncertainty, to predict and strategically plan for a variety
Oh,
of
cool! It's kind of like
scenarios in
the
moment.
DS version of
This
End
system
War.
makes Ara just feel more real.
Although I doubt most of y'all
In a
know what
typical
that
strategy
is.
game, once your turn is finished, you have to wait for a long time. With simultaneous turns, generally speaking, those times are very low. You get to keep playing the game and stay engaged rather than having those periods.
So
of
this is a
downtime where you're
multiplayer
not
game,
doing
so if there's no victory
It's not
condition,
easy
like...
sifting through all of history.
Now I'm
and
just
picking what to
confused.
include. For Ara, we wanted to offer a fresh perspective, so we looked at cultures and societies throughout the millennia with the broadest lens possible.
Where this approach really shines
I
is
have
in our
no
leaders.
idea what that...
Leaders
Yeah,
are
I have
so
no
often
idea what
seen
this
as
is
military
anymore either,
personnel
Road
or
Breach.
prominent government figures. But leaders come in so many different forms. They're thought leaders, scientific and cultural prodigies, and many more.
Each
You're
leader
such
in
an
Ara
RTS
has a number
nerd,
of special
Thunder.
abilities determined by their personality traits, as well as a powerful and unique leader trait informed
Well,
by their contributions to world history.
I wouldn't really say I'm a huge RTS nerd, but I do like the genre. Like, the Command & Conquer series is one of my favorites.
And even a few that may surprise
And then
them with
EA
how
had
fun
to
it is
fuck it
when
up,
those
and I
leaders
still
are
haven't
handed
forgiven
the
them for
reins of
that.
power.
For us at Oxide, player feedback is the only way to really understand what you're making. It gives us that priceless perspective from the people we're making Ara for.
This is not for me. My
Building
ADHD
the
brain
game
will get bored of that
alongside real
game real
players
quick.
has given us that critical
I
player
might have been
feedback.
excited for this,
In the
except the
end,
longer
we
this
believe
trailer
makes
goes
for
on,
a
I'm
deeper
confused as to
connection
just
between the
what
players
it
and the
is
game.
exactly.
One of my favorite
Some
examples
kind of
is when we
strategy
first
game, but
introduced
like...
the concept of dangerous wildlife to the game. It turns out, in our first iteration, it was maybe a little bit too aggressive.
I'm
and
still hung up on
We
no
knew we should
victory
probably make a
conditions.
change when one of our insiders made a forum post that was just,
Cougars, cougars,
Cougars, I hate cougars!
"Someone get these feline demons away from me." I'm happy.
I was
to
talking about
report,
the
based on
thing
more
that you said we
recent
wouldn't know
feedback,
what
that
it
I think
is.
we
Oh
ended
yeah,
up
I
in
was
a
talking
good
about... It
place
was a
with the
game on the
overall
DS
level
called
of
End
Mountain
War. It was a
Lion
turn-based
to
strategy
players'
game. Actually a lot of fun.
Years of hard work to bring you a strategy experience like no other. And we're so excited that we can finally see the finish line. We can't wait for players to get their hands on the game later this year.
But the launch of Ara is only the beginning.
They are
We're going to
over-explaining
maintain
things.
our
It's
insider program
unnecessary.
after the release date.
Yeah,
We'll
I
continue to
agree.
listen to players and
The
support
longer
game
they
into the
keep
future.
explaining, the more
On behalf of
confused I
everyone at
get.
Outside Games, thank you for joining us today. We can't wait for you to play.
Maybe
Ara
I'm just
and
a...
create your own history.
Maybe I'm just a smooth-brained individual, but... I don't know if there's any games coming out in 2024 that I care about. I could have sworn that there's one that I cared about, but I can't think of what it is off the top of my head, so I guess maybe I don't really care about it as much as I thought I did. Well, I guess if Ultra Kill ends up getting its full release later this year, then I guess that would be it, but...
Hej och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games.
Oh, Machine Games!
I'm really excited to finally be able to share our work on Indiana Jones. Since the first film came out, Indiana Jones has always represented the ultimate adventure. Even today, it's one of the most iconic franchises in pop culture. In this game, you aren't just playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones. You will see through his
What's
eyes and
the
experience a
difference?
journey that we hope lives up to the proud legacy
Honestly,
of
don't
Indiana
care for this
Jones.
game already. Sorry,
When
Machine
Todd
Games.
Howard first told us about his vision for the game, we knew
Until I
it
see
would be a
gameplay,
very
I
good
don't
fit to
care.
help bring it to life.
I've wanted to make an Indiana Jones game.
Oh shit!
I'd had
It's Todd Howard!
For what it would be like and the story, what Indy was going after.
It's
what
Todd
kind
Howard,
of
guys!
Life it was in, what kind of arc he was going to have. And as the years went on, I thought, who would be like the best
Oh,
studio
God.
in the world to make
I don't know if
this?
that's a good
And
thing or a
it was my
bad
friends
thing.
At Machine Games. I can remember
Especially after
pitching Lucasfilm
Starfield.
on the game and being, a little bit nervous because, look, it's, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive, and just that excitement has bled through the whole project, and they have just been
Todd
so
looks so
trusting
old.
and supportive of everything.
Well, I mean, he's
that
been
we
at
wanna do
Bethesda
with
for a
it.
long-ass
It's been
time.
a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to
Just
show
fed
you what
my
the team
cheeks
here has
already
been
at
up to.
Starfield.
Let's take our first look at the new
Now,
Indiana Jones.
Wolfenstein 3, that I will care about. Yeah. I still need to finish the New Order. It's been a while. But, yeah.
While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you.
He sounds like a Bond villain.
Maybe you should have built yourself a living instead of ending up here.
I think it shows that I haven't watched these movies in a long-ass time, because I have no idea who this person is. Well, obviously Indiana Jones himself is pretty obvious, but still.
Myths. History. There's different ways to interpret the past.
It looks like a Machine Games game.
Thousands of years
That's because it is one.
thoughts and beliefs, scattered and buried.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it's first person.
To be found.
You can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Watch me.
Wilhelm scream!
Throughout history,
Well, it definitely seems to cut between first and third person.
great spiritual significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle. I've had run-ins with these guys before. Trust me, it ain't a walk in the park.
Okay. That actually looks somewhat interesting.
Patron of the fallen angels. Protector of the...
Okay, the combat actually looks like it's pretty cool.
The Great Circle. You have any idea how old that was?
Indiana Jones is such an iconic character, and he means so much to so many people. Everyone here at the studio has their own indie stories and memories.
I'm just guessing
Most
the
of
worst,
us
so
grew
I'm
up
not
with his
disappointed.
adventures and have been
Smart
fans
choice.
of the movies and the character for years. He's a brilliant
The trailer,
archaeologist. He's a charismatic
I will say, that trailer definitely caught my interest, so
And for us, he's
I suppose that's a good
synonymous with
thing.
adventure.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and feels. For us at Machine Games, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting, and interactive world we've built.
Show more
We
gameplay.
believe that being up close and personal to the adventure is key, making each action feel like your own.
Whether it's cracking your whip,
At least if the game is bad, we get a
solving
new
puzzles
British
in
video.
ancient temples, or seeing your knuckles go bloody in a fistfight. All of these moments are much more intense in first person. But we still want you to have those moments. Seeing his iconic silhouette with the hat, the whip, and so for things like cutscenes and environmental traversal, we pull the camera back for a third-person view. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is set between Raiders of the
It's
Lost
like
Ark
it.
and the Last
It
Crusade.
kind of looks like if Trepang 2
When
had
the
more
game
was
begins,
had more of a
Indiana is
melee
working at
combat
Marshall
focus.
He wakes up in the middle of the night to the sounds of a break-in and rushes to confront the thief in the college museum. The mysterious giant of a man makes off with what seems to be a historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic
I hope
was
this
stolen,
game restores Indiana
and
Jones'
discovers
reputation that
things aren't
Indiana
what they
Jones
appear.
5 ruined. I thought it was ruined by
He
Kingdom of the
starts
Crystal
pulling the
Skull.
strings of a
I
mystery,
thought that was the one
and it
that like
all
killed the
unravels
franchise
until he has no
until
choice
Dial
but
of
to see it
Destiny,
through
which
to the
fucked
end,
it up even
whatever
more.
the
But
end may be.
I could be wrong on that. Haven't really watched the movies in a long ass time.
Next plane to Rome. Stop. Need help. Stop. Libyan Vatican. Stop. Indy.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making. It wouldn't be Indy if he wasn't using his wits to get through the situation. The most authentic Indiana Jones experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull's bad, but Dial of Destiny is like pissing and shitting on a dead corpse and setting it on fire.
I think most of the time you'll have more fun.
Okay.
And to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways
I
to
love
solve
these
the problem.
types of games where the devs are dead set on making you feel like your favorite character.
A different path through the environment to get around enemies.
Yeah.
Observing enemies.
This definitely looks like it could be
using them to
that,
your
assuming they
advantage.
pull it off correctly.
Or using the tools at your disposal, like the whip.
It's an amazing global adventure with action propelling you through your journey.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore.
As long as this game doesn't have
Indies
Wolfenstein
Journey will take you
Youngblood
to the
humor, we
forgotten
should be
temples of
alright.
Sukhothai, the pyramids of Egypt.
I haven't played
Snow
Youngblood,
Peak
but I've heard it's like
Himalayas,
really
and
fucking
beyond.
terrible.
We look carefully at each location and the time period the game.
Like
is
I've heard
set
that
in, and
Youngblood's
we're
basically
trying to
it's,
make
it's
it
like
as
Dishonored
accurate
but
as
bad.
We love creating rich, vibrant worlds, and in this game, we also had the goal of making it feel like a true cinematic Indiana Jones adventure.
Crystal Skull, aliens.
John Williams is the original composer for the indie films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
I really hope it's not Skyrim FPS
We
combat.
also take a very movie-like approach to things like cinematics.
Well, it doesn't look
Very
like
physical with
Skyrim
our production
combat.
style. We use a lot of stunt actors. Things like this help us bridge the gap between making a game and making a movie.
And of course, our characters do a lot to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our
Show
other main protagonist.
more
Where
gameplay.
Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Gina is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure. She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined American professor. Their paths are intertwined, and they'll need each other
Hang
in
on.
order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Okay, then. Let's see if we can keep up.
Fine. What do you mean if I can keep up?
We always love our villains and think we might have.
Oh yeah, the music is definitely great.
Emmerich Voss. He's this intensely psychological man. He's obsessed with the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for Indy. They're both brilliant people compelled by the passions and obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
This would have been cool to have on the bonus CD like game devs did in the 2000s, but during the direct it's just, yeah, I really feel like they should be focusing more on showing off the gameplay itself.
One of our models for Indiana
At least they
Jones
did
is
show
the
some
circle,
gameplay, and what
this
they did show looked
adventure
really
first.
fun.
But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
Ew, nose
That's
ring.
been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that
It
mixes
genuinely
melee
feels like they
combat,
set up.
stealth,
It's
and
feel.
gunplay.
How you
Fucking hell.
approach any given situation
It
is up
genuinely
to
feels
you.
like they all sat down and
You
said,
may
"All right,
choose
everyone,
to
let's get
sneak
this right.
around
No
an
screwing
enemy
around."
Or maybe you'll
Yeah,
just
so
pick up a
far it
shovel
definitely
and
looks
whack them on
good.
the back of their head. And when you can't use your wits, you
Oh.
got Indy's most iconic.
Oh shit, are they showing gameplay now?
Just like you see in the movies, one of our goals has been to make the whip as fun and multi-purposed as possible. We want it integrated into every aspect of the game.
You can use it as a traversal tool to make your way around the environment. You can use it as a distraction. And yes, you can absolutely use it in combat. Everything you'd expect from Indy's whip. And hopefully a little bit more.
You're getting Dial of Destiny vibes from the.
Puzzles
Well, I can't
are
really
a key
say
feature
for the
in
story
our
because I didn't watch
spirit
Dial
of
of Destiny,
discovery
but
is so important
gameplay at
to
least looks
Indiana
fun.
Jones. Obviously, there are a handful of puzzles on the main path, but a lot of the puzzles are optional and are just there for the players who want to experience them. Epic traps, small secrets.
Imagine
and
the
hidden
mods for
puzzles
this
that
game.
land right in with their
Well, if this game actually does have good
One thing
mod
I
support,
love
I'm
about
not
our
sure if
game
it
is the level
will.
of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything could potentially hide a secret. The more you look, the more you'll discover.
Oh, are they doing the boulder sequence now?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I want to thank you all for joining us for our big reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Machine Games is known for creating these roller coaster experiences with huge set pieces, surprising twists, and immersive narratives. It's exciting for us that we have been able to stay so true to the Indiana Jones franchise.
It's sad that most
and
modern
create
games are
such an authentic
anti-mods.
experience while still being able to showcase what makes us us. We are making
I'm not sure if that's
a
something
game
that's
for
specifically
everyone,
new
whether
to
you are very familiar with the
modern
franchise or not.
games.
Because at the heart of Indiana Jones is an
But then again, I'm not.
incredible
I don't
adventure.
really
think
mod too
that's
often,
something
so I could be
everyone
wrong on
wants to
that.
be part of. I'm also very excited to announce that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will be coming later this year, and we cannot wait to share more soon.
Alrighty. Oh boy, so who's ready for the generic ass outro that these companies love doing?
Take one.
Is it animals, children, and game developers?
Companies believe mods ruin the IP's image. What?
Our mission here at Ninja Theory
I don't know what
is
companies
to
say that,
carve
but whoever they are, they're fucking
game-changing
retarded.
Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to
And a
rule.
lot of games are like really well beloved because of the mods. Like fucking
Creating
Skyrim.
an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build.
You are
Capcom
just
did that?
playing as indie. You are Indiana Jones.
Oh boy.
My name is Masaru Oyamada.
It's like Capcom makes good games, but like some of their other decisions are fucking stupid. Capcom is out of touch. Capcom during a tournament, the wonder who owned the PC forgot to turn off the new Chun-Li mod. Okay, that's that's kind of fucking insane. Elder Scrolls Online reveal. Cool, I don't give a shit. Alright. Well, looks like that's it. So, let's see. Avowed overall looks like it's gonna be pretty mid so far. In terms of gameplay, anyway. Because, like, it gives you a lot of... It seems like it gives you a lot of options, but it doesn't really do anything creative with it. And, fuck. Now everything's fucking chugging. Oh, what the hell? Alright, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, Avowed looks like it's gonna be pretty mid.
So, then...
Next, we got Hellblade 2, which seems like it's gonna be a hard pass for me because they barely showed gameplay outside of walk and talk segments. Which, yeah, walking sims aren't really my thing. Then there's this game, what was it called? Like, Visions of Mana. This one actually looks like it's going to be pretty fun. And if there's anything that I think is a W from this Direct, it's this. Then we have Aura History Untold, which looks like it'll be maybe decent for the kind of people that like this sort of thing, but at the same time, I don't really know what it's supposed to be. And then the Indiana Jones game looks like it might be good, but I can see how there might be room to fuck it up. But at least the gameplay they did show us did look fun. Like, the combat actually does look fun, and if they do the puzzles right, then I think it would end up being a good game. But they could easily fuck up the puzzles like God of War Ragnarok did, so I'd have to see. So, yeah, overall, in terms of what I'm excited for from least to greatest, I'd say the one I'm least excited for is Hellblade 2, then that whatever the fuck that strategy game was, then Avowed, then Indiana Jones, and then Visions of Mana is probably the best looking one on there. I don't think that was terrible, but it definitely could have been better. I don't think it's quite the smash hit that last year's Direct was when they revealed Hi-Fi Rush, but then again, that's kind of a trend I've noticed with Xbox's reveals. They tend to be just decent. Indiana Jones was the main thing. Yeah, they showed so much and yet so little of Indiana Jones. Like, what they did show looked fun, but I wanted to see more of it. So how much salt will come from this? Too much. You're gonna have the fucking Xbox fanboys trying to defend some of the mid-looking shit. And then, of course, you're gonna have the PlayStation fanboys trying to downplay the good-looking shit, and yeah, I might, depending on if I can find good salt for it, I might do a video on this. I might not. I'd have to see. Yeah. I can't remember the last time Xbox cared about Halo. Well, Halo Infinite's actually looked up ever since they replaced the management for that. So maybe they'll turn things around, but I wasn't really expecting Halo to be showed off today. Yeah. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in. I know this was sort of an impromptu thing, but it was pretty fun hanging out with y'all. So, anyways, I'll see y'all later, but thank y'all for